Hello, Hanan.
Hello, Vibha.
Thank you for joining us today. Today is the session where we would like to know from you only about the business health. So I would start by asking you the question, tell me, how has H1 been?
Well, thank you, Vibha, for that question. And continuing my thank messages, I would thank each and every one of you for a very decent H1, better than what we've expected. And if I'm comparing apples to apples, I'm comparing 2017 to 2016. Of course, our H1 is still negative because we had a very high H1 last year. However, despite of that, and compared to our forecast, on sales in order, we overshooted our forecast. So that's why I'm saying thank you, great job, and congratulations for that. And I would say from all the aspects, whether I think we kept a very good control on our SFC.
Yes.
Where we, and it's interesting because the SFC was the contribution of each and every one of you.
Yes.
Meaning that we manage our cost, meaning we manage the way, it was all what was under our control.
Yes.
And we did a great job there,
recognized
at the zone level and also at the group level. So from overall perspective, I think we did well. Some businesses overperformed, like energy and building. And a great achievement from the services. And I would park a little bit on the services because if you remember very well, last year services was really suffering.
Yes.
And the job that was done by Wasim team on diversifying our portfolio and working in other segments rather than the oil and gas, supporting other businesses, is start showing. And the growth that we are having, and I believe we will continue having, it's showing its fruits now, and we are very all happy, proud, ready to invest in the services.
In the service. So it's a positive trend for services.
Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely.
Good to know that. Hanan, how do you think is the general market situation right now, and where do we stand in that?
Well, if we talk about the market situation, I will try to break it in terms of economical situation.
Yep.
Where we are seeing still yet positive trend in this part of the world. A lot of investment on the capex side, especially on the real estate and segments, still yet also on the oil and gas.
Yes.
So it is quite promising from an overall perspective. Yet it's still challenging because we are seeing that there are some trends also from a financial perspective. There is a question mark. Still there's a problem on the cash side.
Yes.
With our partners and the cash flow. So it is yet, there is the investment in terms of project, and there is the cash flow that is an obstacle. We're seeing competition that we are not used to, that they are entering aggressively into the market, which is impacting the pricing strategy. And I would say winning over with the price game part. And I think that we are doing a good job to maintain our price level, because at the end of the day, it's not a price game.
Yes.
It's a value proposition.
Correct.
And I think that we are doing a good job over here. And there's also the political situation.
Yes.
Which is more or less there is an instability.
Yes.
So it's a very nice, very challenging mix where there is investment. There is huge event that should be coming. Like the Expo 2020, like the FIFA, hopefully. Yes. And there is cash.
Yes.
Partners are suffering. And there is some politics. So
it's a good mix.
It's a very
challenging
good mix. Challenging for us, because I don't think that in this kind of a game, it would show how agile we are,
absolutely,
how fast we are. We're not anymore in our comfort zone.
Absolutely,
you know?
Absolutely.
So I think that we would need to make sure in our mind that nothing is for granted.
Absolutely.
So we really want to earn our business. We want to be very close to our customers. If there is a moment that we need to be close to our customers and make sure that we're understanding their problems, we are ahead of problem. We are there to support them,
Absolutely.
not only to make
Sell,
our numbers.
Yeah.
And I think that this is more on the added value.
And this is a deja vu moment, because I remember the first town hall we had with you, you had exactly the same message for us then about agility and, you know, putting the customers first, and it's the same message now, which is more relevant now given the market situation that you just spoke about. So I think it's a message for everyone, and it's very loud and clear. It's very loud and clear, Hanan. Taking this further, Hanan, where do you think we are headed in H2? What is the outlook? What are the expectations? What are you looking at?
With all the challenges that we have in front of us, the market condition is not changing unless there is a very big political impact.
Yes.
But the market is there, the investment is still there, and I believe today we need to make sure that the trends that we have internally, we're overcoming it. And I will explain myself here.
Yeah.
We know that Q3 is always challenging. And why it's challenging? It's the holidays.
Yes.
So it's creating the gap between us and the business.
Yes.
And so what I'm saying is that make sure that your Q3 is not falling, because if Q3 is falling, you have a very challenging Q4.
Yes.
And I don't want, and I hope none of us, by the way, want this, that what happened in the last year would happen again this year. I think that we started solid, and we built a better situation with our orders, with our pipelines, a relationship with our customer, with our offer, price repositioning. So there's a very good solid foundation that we did from the beginning of the year. And it's too bad not to close a QH2.
Yes.
And we have all what it takes to make it happen. It would require, again, making sure that the seasonality part is not impacting us. Make sure that the Q4, we're not charging everything in a Q4.
Yeah.
And probably it's even not the Q4. Normally it happens on the last few days of the month.
Exactly.
I don't want the life. I'm seeing the team of our global supply chain that they did a tremendous, outstanding job this quarter till midnight for invoicing.
Yes.
I think we can make their life better if we are making sure that we are having a decent flow, and we are not overloading them
and pushing everything to the end of the month.
Midnight. And it's very risky.
Yes.
Because also there is one thing, we want to make sure that from a delivery perspective, we're anticipating, we are planning so that we're not frustrating our customers.
And we don't have an increased chance of any human errors when we are working on a very tight schedule with a big number to deliver. No, absolutely. Absolutely, the message is clear. Hanan, what are going to be the priorities according to you for H2? What would we be focusing on?
The priorities is that we, as we did in H1, where we did a decent job on the order side, we continue to be pushing on orders.
Okay.
Because this will going to secure our next year.
Absolutely.
Today, sometimes we are suffering with our on the sales side in the energy business and partner projects, because our pipeline was not helping of the last year. So we need to keep pushing orders. Sales are good, but orders are very important because they are securing our future.
Yes.
Services we continue to invest on services, and I want all the business to be supporting the services, because this is their growth engine, to make sure that they are rightly sourced, and we are having our footprint and presence. Sales, of course, is what is giving us the bread and butter.
Absolutely.
And where we are getting our bonus. So we want to make sure that we are on top of our numbers. Again, we need to, the most important part is the customer. I mean, don't lose focus on the customer. Yes, we're running behind our numbers. Yes, we want to make our numbers. But again, it's the customer that is paying our salary each and every month. Make sure that your customers are close. And when I'm saying customers, I really mean the breakdown of all customers. Customers is our partners. We want to make sure that we are helping, we are supporting them in terms of their difficult times. If there are any cash problems, we are trying to support as much as possible. And customers also, beyond the partners, is our end user.
Absolutely. We can't forget them, yes.
And the end user would take me to another story, which is our EcoStruxure story.
Absolutely,
and
yes.
I know that this is your favorite, it's my also favorite
Yes.
part. Because as I said at the beginning, when we were talking about the competition, when we were talking about the price war,
Yes.
keep it in mind, at the end of the day, the customer would need to understand the value proposition, what's
Yes.
in it for them.
Absolutely.
And Schneider is a big company. We don't only provide products. I mean, today with our story of EcoStruxure, it's unbeatable
Yes.
in all segments.
Absolutely.
And it's a story that you're going to tell, you're going to beat your competition without any price compromise.
Yeah.
So they would understand what's your added value, especially when I'm looking at all the investments, whether on the Regus EcoStruxure building is a very perfect story where
Yes.
we can sell it to our customers to understand what's in it for them.
Absolutely.
Even on the OPEX side, our EcoStruxure services, when we are talking about, I would say, yes, a lot of buildings, they don't want to invest, but they can save through the energy efficient. We have a very nice services story. So I think what we need to do is to educate ourselves of what is EcoStruxure. Okay, we are nodding our heads, we're saying, yeah,
Yes.
EcoStruxure, yes, it's very important. What it is.
What is this? Yeah.
I mean, Anna, I myself, I'm going each and every night to YouTube to follow whether there's any video of Jean-Pascal, video of businesses that they are talking about EcoStruxure projects that we
Yes.
did. Because you know what? One of the things that customer would ask you when you try to sell the EcoStruxure stories, they will tell you, what are your references?
Absolutely.
You have a lot of references worldwide
Yes.
that we can step in and put
Yes.
it in.
We have global success stories out. The marketing team has already published it. Everybody has access. So I totally agree with you. We need to educate ourselves. We need to ourselves know, every one of us, what is EcoStruxure all about. And then it's a story that we all talk about and we sell. So
And as we say, it is coming.
it is come.
You cannot
Run away from it
put
now.
Yeah, you can run, but you can never hide.
Hide, exactly. So it's there. It's
So
there.
it's there. You need to be well aware of it. Make sure that you're getting all the informations, and we are there also to make
Yes.
sure that we are. And we've discussed about that. We are going to. We have some very nice stories that
Yes.
we've already did. Maybe they're not labeled EcoStruxure, but we are going to.
Yes. We're
put
working
it
on
all.
them and they will be coming out
Put it
shortly.
in a video to make sure that your life is easy to see our existing EcoStruxure solutions in each and every segment.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anything else that you would like to say before we end the session today, Hanan?
Well, in 2 words, thank you very much for a great H1. Really counting on you for an H2. We already talked about our priorities. Secure our orders, secure our sale, make sure that you're making investing in the services part, focus on systems, and continue your efforts in SFC. It is very
Yes.
rewarding for all of us.
Yeah.
So thanks again, looking forward for a great H2.
Thank you so much, Hanan. Thank you for all the
Thank you,
inputs.
Vibha.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.